I got 9:01. I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order, start with pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next I have is approval of today's agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Lance, I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is approval of minutes of 4/15/2024.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the minutes from April 15th, 2024.
And we'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment of 4/22/2024.
We'll make a motion to approve the minutes of 4/15/24.
I will second that.
From minutes. I thought we just did.
Oh.
No, the payable.
I'm looking at the claims and saying it's minutes. I'm like confused myself. Okay, yes, the April 22nd, 2024 claims for payment.
And I will second that.
All right. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve Midland Power Utility Permit UT 24009.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve Midland Power Utility Permit UT 24-009.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve Dumont Telephone Utility Permit UT 24010.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the Dumont telephone utility permit UT 24-010.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carried. I have we change the statuses here.
Lance, the first one I have is the resignation of Michael Litchwater, who's a part-time sheriff's deputy. This is effective April 18th, 2024.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Then we've got 3 in secondary roads. The first I have is a promotion of Joe Donald. The position will be assistant to the engineer at a rate of $74,000, effective April 22nd, 2024. And another note that Taylor added, he can earn another $1,000 when the bridge design training is complete.
Is that a month? or
Just a second.
year?
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded.
Okay, so
Any
it is
discussion?
annually. And then the other thing, after we lost one employee, then Joe is going to assume some of the roles of.
So Joe's been with us for about 15 years now, full-time. He
Yep.
Worked here before in the summers. So yeah, Joe's pretty much gonna step up and be my number 2. And I'm fine with that. Like, you know, he's getting the promotion. That's all this is him getting promoted to Bruce's old job. And I think he'll be just fine. It's just he's not quite as adept at bridge designs as Bruce is, but guess what? You're gonna learn, Joe.
Yep.
So that's why I added that. So then that'll bring him up to about what Bruce is making. So I thought that was pretty fair.
Yeah, I think, Joe's done a great job and really
Mhm.
appreciate his willingness to learn. And I know that, I'm really proud of his military service and that education that's transferred over and been a big benefit to Hardin County. So.
That's the only reason he got it. He went into the army. He said, "You're gonna be a surveyor," and here he is. So
Thanks,
it's like
Uncle
for
Stan.
him. Yep,
Yep, perfect. Thank you, Taylor.
yep.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, the next I have is a pay increase for Shane Sawshaw. It's a rate of $27 an hour. He is shop foreman, heavy diesel and equipment mechanic with our secondary roads department. This would be effective on April 22nd, 2024. He's been with us since November of 1994.
I was thinking that,
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
So this is part of we didn't lay off anybody, but we chose to not rehire one of our mechanics. So we're essentially asking two people to do a job three used to do. So I thought it was fair to give them both a raise too, because it's a lot cheaper than paying another guy. So, and they've both proven themselves over the last couple of months that I think it's worth it.
okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
The last one I have is a pay increase for Mitchell Mosh. He is a mechanic, diesel heavy equipment mechanic with secondary roads. The rate would be $26.75 an hour, effective April 22nd, 2024. He's been with us since July of 2018.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? He was a decent mechanic prior to coming here. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, another business, I got Tan. I don't see Tan here.
Here.
Okay. Now I got Steve Fence.
Morning, Steve.
Good morning. How are we today?
We're good.
Good.
You want to come on up here?
Okay, sure. Just in talking with the supervisors and with, our interaction with Marshall County, we're interested in pursuing a $20 million grant to be able to help us with the completion of the trail from Marshalltown to Eldora. And so at some point in time, I think next week we'll even be on the agenda more for some specifics on it. But just would appreciate your consideration and concern for that. As you know, we did receive that $2 million grant to get us to go to Gifford with the bridge study that's there. So we're hoping to move forward with positive things. We need to communicate with Taylor, of course, and hopefully we'll have his support also with this project. So appreciate the opportunity and looking forward to making things positive happen for Hardin County and Marshall County both.
Excellent. Thanks, Steve. We'll see you next week and you'll have some more detailed information, I think.
Exactly.
All right.
And we'll probably get it to you guys before, so you have a chance to kind of look at it.
Okay.
So,
You just first at the Ann and perfect.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Steve.
Steve.
Public comments. I know I got Robert. Come on up.
Morning, Robert.
Morning, sir. I didn't really prepare. I was going to a doctor's meeting and I detoured to come here because as you guys know, the legislative session is over. So much good came out of that, but, eminent domain protection did not come out of that. There was a bill, House File 2664, that would have provided some mechanisms to protect landowners by having judicial review in Polk County. It passed overwhelmingly in the House, 86-7. When it came to the Senate Ways and Means Committee did not bring it forward. So we're stuck in the same boat that we've been in for the last 3 years. Counties are still passing ordinances. They're still setting setbacks. I know you guys have been doing your part through Daryl, through county attorney. I appreciate the advances that you guys made. We need more. And you guys are aware of that. That 2664 was blocked again by Ways and Means Committee, and one of our own is on that committee. Our own senators on that committee. I'm told that they only needed 2 nays and they got more than 2 nays. It was behind closed doors. But we know who the culprits are. That are standing against protection of eminent domain. Well, what else can I say? There's groups all throughout Iowa fighting this. We believe it's unconstitutional both on the federal level and it's unconstitutional on the state level. It does not meet the criteria is for convenient and necessary. It is not necessary. If it wasn't for the federal tax credits involved here, these pipelines will not be built, but they're going after it because we're talking upwards of billions of dollars. Okay, and originates right here in our county. So the citizens implore you to speak out. You are the legislative branch, basically, of this county. And I know I've said some things in the past. It is an emotional issue for me and others. I ask your forgiveness for my last words. And we just implore you to be involved more with IUB. Get your citizens that you know to voice an objection on the IUB website. There are a lot of people and you know, I am involved with former Congressman King. We set up a 501c3 to fight this all the way to the Supreme Court if we have to. So it is very imperative that we as a county rebuke what's going on. You know, and there is alleged corruption throughout this. Ex-governors, Secretary of State, Secretary of Agriculture and his son. There's so much in this web. And yeah, we have to call it alleged because it's hard to prove. But it seems like the whole thing's been stacked against the landowners. And the community folks see it like it's a rural issue, but it's not. It involves all of us. So safety is a huge concern, but it's the unconstitutionality is what our group is looking at. We'll let other deals with safety, but you guys are it. So now we're on hold again till next April when the legislative session meets again and something can be passed. So continue the fight for us, please.
Thank you, Robert.
Any other public comments? No other public comments? I can ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.